Having examined the behaviour of firms in perfect competition in the short run, we'll now look at long-run behaviour, so that existing firms can increase the volume of capital that they use to produce output. If they wish, they can leave the industry altogether, and new firms can join the market in the long run. Remember that by assumption there are no barriers to the entry of new firms. The position for firms in the long run in perfect competition is more simple than the short run. There's no distinction between fixed and variable costs. All costs are variable because any resource can have its level of usage changed. So how much profit or loss does the firm make? What level of output does it produce? In the long run, equilibrium for the perfectly competitive industries firms will look like this. Here we have a firm and we've drawn their long-run total cost curve. So costs rise from the origin. At zero output there are zero costs. Costs rise relatively slowly where there are economies of scale, and then relatively rapidly where there are diseconomies of scale. And the total revenue curve rises from the origin and rises as a straight line for the reasons that we saw when we looked at the short run. And we've drawn it so that there is only one level of output at which the firm can cover its costs. There is one level of output where total revenue is as high as total costs. At any other level of output, the firm would make a loss. So the firm will produce at that level of output, QE. Saying the same thing on the lower diagram, we have a market price given to us by supply and demand, and at that price the firm is just enabled to cover its costs of production. If it produces where marginal cost, long-run marginal cost, equals marginal revenue, the profit maximizing level of output, output times average revenue equals output times average cost, the firm just covers its cost, just breaks even.